Hello and welcome, esports connoisseurs, fans, all sorts of people, whoever is joining us. Welcome to week 3 here of our NJCAAE conference play. Not only is it week 3 of our play, but like we mentioned before, it is week 3 of school here for us at Grays Harbor College. We are excited for it. We've gotten through our first 2 weeks of season in school, and we feel like we're really starting to hit the ground running. We are here on Monday with some FIFA action coming to you. We're going to have Romeo facing off against Arizona Western coming up here pretty soon. They're loading into their lobby and getting that all set up as we speak. We are very excited for this matchup today. Romeo looks to start to turn the ship around and grab his win of the season and start to rattle off some here in a row. Feeling very confident for today, so we're excited to be able to see that rolling. But like I said, we're in week 3 here, starting into it. We have a lot of our teams, a lot of our titles competing very well. We had quite a few good matchups last week, and we will visit those later when we're in our little breaks and all that good stuff. Today we will actually only be having FIFA brought to you. Our Rocket League team usually competes on Mondays, but this week they happen to draw the bye, so they will not have an opponent. They will not compete this week, but they will be back in action next week for you with that 1-1 record that they have and ready to roll into that week. We will have some Rainbow Six coming your way tomorrow. Wednesday we'll have our normal lineup of Super Smash Bros. And then Warzone going with Jude in the afternoon, or late evening, I guess so to say, at 5 p.m. And then on Thursday, you're going to see some great teamwork starting to form from our Valorant squad. And then on Friday, after their bye last week, they will be back in action on Friday. Our Overwatch team will be, they are 1-0 currently on the season with a very impressive win in their first week. I don't know. We'll see how it pays off for them this week when we see their match. I think I would have probably preferred for them to continue to roll with that momentum and have a match again in the second week, but they were 1-0 and grabbed that bye. Yeah, so we had a question about lobby information, all that kind of stuff. It is very fun. Most of the time, when you see, as we've talked about multiple times, you get to see teams from, like last week. Oh, I can't remember what team it was, but one of our teams played a team from New York. I think it was our Valorant squad, but I can't quite remember right off the top of my hand. The Bureau of Manhattan College, and I'm almost positive it was Valorant because Overwatch didn't play, and I know it was late week. But they were playing a squad from New York, which is literally on the other side of the country. So sometimes you get differing lobbies, how you have to set them up and go to different servers. A lot of times they'll be in the East server and we'll be in the West server. When that happens, there's a lot of what we like to call lag, just kind of the difference between the speed of the game as I'm playing it between the two opponents. So sometimes somebody will have an advantage because their game works a little bit better and the frames refresh a little bit quicker. So you want to try and avoid that. But for this week, we don't have to worry about it whatsoever because we are playing Arizona, who is in the same server in the same side of the states as us. So we do not have to worry about that. So they're hopping into a lobby right now. You can actually see kind of off to the corner of me. They are selecting their teams right now. So we will have action coming to you very shortly. If you're just joining us, like we mentioned, we've got some FIFA coming your way, and there will not be any Rocket League tonight as they drew a bye, but they will be back in action next Monday at their normally scheduled time for all of you Rocket League lovers that sit down on the couch with the family at 5 p.m. every Monday to make sure that you get some Grays Harbor College action. They will be back. And I know that my voice might sound a little bit different, but I promise I'm not sick. I was just screaming and yelling at T-Mobile Park all weekend as I continue to try and adjust my camera. Oh, look at that. I'm magical. So I just lost my voice. I'm not sick, I promise. I have no symptoms of any kind other than a little bit of a broken heart from the playoffs being missed. But that is a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Like we said, we've got FIFA coming at you. Both both of our opponents today have ran into, as you've been watching with us for Romeo. Romeo's ran into some really good opponents with some really fast teams too. Like you can really tell the difference is being made there. And so, like we saw, we talked about a little bit earlier, Romeo looks to grab his first win and to build some momentum and go off of that. On the other hand, with our opponent from Arizona Western, they are also 0-2, so it'll be interesting to see. They probably There's a good chance maybe they ran into the same two powerhouses that Romeo did in the first 2 weeks. So this should be a good matchup coming your way today. And we'll see if Romeo is able to capture that victory and walk away at 1-2 on the season so far and grab a little momentum and see where it can run with them. But really looking to apply the pressure early here in games. We saw a lot of good fight last week, being able to even up games and all that kind of stuff and play great defense. But you can see, just like with any other sport and any other game, the game can flip so quickly with just one goal or one breakaway. One great defensive play that leads to a fantastic offensive attack and push can be the difference in any kind of game. So we will see how that is molded today for us. And both sides are currently losing connection to each other, it sounds like. So we are still working through that, which right after I was just ranting and raving about the excitement of being on the same server. Technology is fantastic. We can go across countries and play different people, but also at the same time, sometimes you run into things where it's just like, it's not going to work great for you, but we will get those figured out. They're working on that, trying to get on a good server that's going to work for both of them. And we will have some action coming to you very, very soon. In the meantime, I'll update you on what our teams did last week. It was definitely a very fantastic week. We got all of our games in, other than, of course, the buys that we talked to you about. So Overwatch had their buy on Friday. So many games. It's just so much fun to be able to keep up with. Gunfight also did not get their match for the second week in a row. They weren't able to complete their match, as the team that they were supposed to go up against had some difficulties with their roster and with their network and all that kind of stuff, and ended up actually pulling out of the tournament. So they did not have an opponent last week, but they are currently working on being able to make sure that they have their game going. They're moving either to Wednesday or Friday of this week, but they should be ready to roll pretty quickly. We'll talk about last week. Romeo had a match against the Garden City Community College where he just wasn't able to keep up with some of the speed that was coming from the other team. It was a well-fought match, though. Ended up falling 2-0, but only lost both of those matches by 1 goal. It was the same thing that we talked about. Just one instance turned it around. It was tied 1-1 in that second match, and then all of a sudden a great defensive stop led to a push that led to a breakaway, and they were able to chip in a goal. So we'll see how Romeo is able to respond this week. Our Rocket League team was in action last week. They were able to get a game in against the Murray State College esports squad. They completed the sweep and were able to grab 3 matches to 0. A very impressive showing from that Rocket League team, being able to get together for the first time and make some magic happen. We had definitely a standout performance from our very own KJ, who was able to grab 8 goals in those 3 games, so averaging well over 2 goals a game. A fantastic showing. Greece was able to make a lot of connections, and then Cat in the Hat served as mainly a defender, and so the stats aren't amazing. It's just like if you ever played soccer, or you were a defensive player in soccer, like you'll see, or if you were a lineman in football, or maybe you just played great defense in basketball, whatever it was, you don't get a lot of the glory of the stats. But Cat in the Hat definitely had a big help in the game, being able to stop a lot of the offensive attacks. And like we talked about before, sometimes a great stop on defense can lead to a fantastic drive on offense. So they were really able to get that done. They looked like they were meshing really great, and it was just exciting to watch in general. Moving to Tuesday, we had our Rainbow Six team had their match. They ran into the St. Clair College Saints. I love that there's 2 Saints in their name. They were a fantastic team out of Ontario, Canada. They ran through their first week just great. We definitely tracked a lot of their players and saw the diamonds and everything that they had, and fantastic. A lot of game time put together, and you could tell that the team had been together for quite a while. They were able to sweep the Chokers 0-2, but the Chokers took quite a few, especially in the second match. They were able to exchange blows with them going and responding for the first 6 matches. It really evened up. A fantastic match. Weren't able to grab the win from it, but definitely had a great showing and a lot of improvement to come from here. So we're really excited to see how that's going to go. Our Super Smash Bros went 2-2 on the day again. Audrey was able to have a bye for this week, and we were able to grab another very, very impressive sweep from Dragon. And then Luke was able to grab another win, and Carson and Brendan had fantastic matches against their opponents, but were not quite able to pull off the win. So they will look to bounce back next week. But just a 2-2 showing on Smash Bros again, breaking even. So we've only got room to grow from here. We're setting the bar really great in these first 2 weeks, so we're excited for that to be able to come. And then Jude had his match for Warzone Wednesday night, which if you have tuned in with us before, the way that works is he actually plays 2 separate matches, takes the placing that he finishes in those, and then minuses 2 off for any kill that he got. Both matches, actually, he was able to place 18th and have a kill in each of them, so he only accumulated 16 points each match for a total of 34, which was a fantastic improvement from the 86 that he had the first week. So that should move him up the scoreboard or the leaderboard for Warzone. We were informed that by the end of the day today, we should have those updated leaderboards, and we will see what is coming with that. So possibly maybe here on this stream we'll be able to update of where Jude is moving up in that leaderboard. And then on Thursday we had our Valorant squad went against, and I was correct, the Valorant squad was the one that went against the Borough of Manhattan Community College all the way from New York. Another fantastic team that they played. From my understanding, they didn't let up a round really to their first week opponent, where the Valorant squad went back and forth. And I think at one point in time it was tied up 4-4 before the Borough of Manhattan was able to rattle off quite a few rounds in a row to be able to grab that second match victory and complete the sweep of 0-2 of the Chokers. But once again, the Chokers are very, very early and young into the team developmental stage in a lot of these different titles and everything. So we will see where they can continue to improve from here. We're going to go and check on, see if we can figure out a server that will work for both of ours. So enjoy this fantastic, we have a great cinematic that shows us kind of a warming up and all that kind of stuff for FIFA 21. So as you watch that, we're going to go and see if we can clear up some things and get some action to you very shortly. Is it not loading up for you? All right, so we are still working, but we, I think, have figured out some of the problems, and so we should have, like I said, some action coming to you pretty quickly. While we are sitting here waiting for some of the lobby to load up, the lobby to load up. Fantastic, I love it. Tongue twisters. While we're waiting for that to go, we were able to grab some of our clips that we made last week in our competitions. Like I said, there was a ton of action coming at you in all sorts of different matches and games. So we grabbed some of the best plays that were made in some of our matches. So we're going to run through some of those and let you enjoy some of the action coming your way.
There we go. Grab that second stock right there from Mac. Oh, just love it. Oh, you bet. The
Just
spike to
A
end it.
fantastic spike. I just love that so much. Dragon had a fantastic showing on Wednesday. You switch over here to our Overwatch. This is actually from week 1, as we didn't have a match last week. And just a completely great play right here from Grace Harbor in general. They were defending, able to get the 5 kill here coming up from Orblin. Was able to use his ult and just
5 kill streak right there to Orblin.
Right
What
there.
a fan! Like a lot of those balls that they're trying to center right now are being combated really well by MSC. They're being able to read it and pick it up quite early. So I think they've maybe found what Grace Harbor's offense is and trying to. They got that early goal, and now it's really just a game of defense for them. If they can just hold them to 0 goals, they're going to grab this second game. That
Just
comes with it, or just eliminate the other team. Might even make it easier.
Here's our Valorant squad being able to. Looks like we're watching Odette. Oh, I think I know exactly what this play is gonna be.
10 seconds left.
LHC with 2 fantastic smokes put down.
1 enemy remaining.
The spike has been planted. It's going to be a 1v1 with LH.
10 seconds left.
Yes.
LHC with
LHC
2
was
fantastic
able to,
smokes put down.
Finish off
Enemy
this
remaining.
triple kill right here. The spike got planted, as you can see. They were
Spike
able to
has
grab
been
a couple
planted.
of
It's going to be a
rounds
1v1 with
from
LHC.
the Hero of Manhattan.
He's
There's
able
a
to pull off the
right there
headshot.
to pull off the triple kill.
Oh, and I was wrong. It actually wasn't a 1v1. It was a 2v1.
Okay,
LHC's able to pull.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic week. I mean, that wasn't even all of the action that we had there. There was plenty more in store. But as we are speaking, oh, we can cut right over to the game. As you saw over my corner, the corner of my shoulder, we were just a little late to see. It looked like there was a goal right there.
Again, it's a fumble, you have to say,
And
and
that
he's punished.
we were able to get into
Underway,
the lobby.
they are
Oh, we
again,
are so
and it's
sorry that we're late
Bayern
on
with
that
the
one,
lead.
but Grace Harbor is able to already grab a goal.
Still going here, Sané. Played into the box, and the danger's still on. Well, nothing untoward happened. Mbappe. Verratti. This is Neymar. High quality defending. Müller distributing magnificently. Can he put it in? Robert Lewandowski waits.
Oh, fantastic again.
Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed
You know,
home with
Romeo walked
precision
into
and
the center today and told me that he's been playing all
Superbly
weekend
done.
and feels good about
So
today,
2-0
and I
now.
think I have to agree with him so far. Being able to make a great defensive play, he made a successful tackle there on the ball, able to take it away,
Paredes.
and then just the 2-on-1 breakaway is so hard to be
Florenzi
able
on
to
the ball.
control. There's so many different options, and he's able to just basically
Possession
chip a little
lost by
crossover
Di Maria.
in just a very simple shot once the goalie's out of position from that cross. Fantastic
Do they mean
offense so
business
far.
on this occasion? Lewandowski
Once
is
again,
in
he's able to
position
cross
at
it into the
far
middle.
post.
Oh, could we get... Oh,
problems for
a
the
great
keeper.
save there from the goalie. Almost was able to connect on the header in the middle of the box, but not quite. The
Müller.
rebound bounces out. Another
Here's
great
Sané.
defensive play to be able to take the ball
And
away.
across the byline, a goal
They're
kick
going
as
to
a
kick it out.
result.
Oh, it must have glanced off of Bayern Munich there towards the end, as that was a goalie kick.
Florenzi. It's with Florenzi. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Measured pass intended for Sané. Crossing possibilities.
Another great cross.
He succeeds in clearing it.
Oh,
And
wow.
stopped there by
That wasn't even the goalie
Marquinhos.
right there. That was right off the dome of
Müller.
a defender.
Denied once more. And a very good challenge.
Yes, you can tell that Romeo's strategy is definitely to get some shots on goal.
Good
He
pressure
has
to
lived up
regain
to that
possession.
so far, putting a lot of pressure
Lewandowski.
on this Paris
Super
Saint-Germain
tackle and they've won possession.
defense.
But after that
By no
fantastic
surprise,
effort, it's
it
gone
looks
out for
like
a throw-in.
possibly some of the offense for PSG is going to try and go through Messi, one of the greatest players of all time.
Di Maria. Well, space for PSG in the wide position.
Romeo
In there
really
by Di
playing defense
Maria.
to try and...
And the header so
Ooh, that was
near.
close.
Well, he's in
As
a
I was
great
just saying, he
position.
was trying to kind of
Technique's
stay on that
pretty
inside
good,
to
but he
deny
just
that
hits the
cross pass.
woodwork.
PSG was able to just find a little bit of
Well, as you
wiggle
can
room,
see, Bayern
send a
haven't
cross
had
in,
too
and a
much of the
very
ball,
close header.
but when they've had the ball,
Defense
they keep
seems to be
delivering
out of
the sucker
position once
punch.
again.
A great
The chip
advert.
towards the middle,
And the
the header.
goalkeeper
Oh, and a
up to the task.
fantastic
Well, yeah,
save.
it's a decent save, but if he lets that in, you'd be asking
The
questions.
PSG goalie is definitely getting his works in today.
Well, wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Now, what can they produce on the flank?
Another successful tackle there.
Lewandowski.
Gets it to the middle, is able to get a
Well,
through ball,
there is a
not
very
quite able to
alert
get there in
goalkeeper for
time.
you.
The goalie was able to charge out and be aggressive there on that save, and it paid off.
Mbappe. Well, great read there to intercept. Lewandowski.
Great
Oh, big
through
chance.
ball. He's going to have a lane to make a
Couldn't grab
shot.
hold of it.
Not able to quite connect
Pressing
there, but the
high,
ball
and
is
they have
still
the
not
ball
cleared
again.
out. Defender's out of position. We'll see if he's able
Takes
to
the
take... Oh, he's
shot.
got a clear lane
The
again.
man from Costa Rica with
This
a brilliant
goalie
diving
is
save.
getting
Oh,
the
Navas, what a
save
save. Let
racked
me
through
see
the
that one
roof.
again.
Neymar is able to send a cross ball on.
And he did what he had to do defensively. Jerome Boateng. Good use of advantage by the
Looks like the
referee
advantage
in
is gonna be
Bayern's
going
favour.
towards-
And
yep.
a foul in the
They're playing
opinion of
for
the
advantage there, so
referee.
they're going to get a free
Now,
kick.
what can
Man,
they
that
do
is
from this
literally
free kick
inches
situation?
outside the box. Inches away from a free kick here.
And nicely struck.
Oof.
Oh, just over the
Got
top
it
with
up
a
and over the
nicely
wall
played
and
free
just
kick.
Well,
barely
he'll
missed
practice that
sneaking
time
underneath
and time again
crossbar
on the
up top
practice
by
ground.
maybe
Just
a foot
over.
or two. Yeah, I
Let's
love how
just
you can still
clarify
see the
the
line
injury
drawn in the ground
situation.
over there
Our man on
where
the
that
side
wall
of the
was
pitch is
supposed to be
Jeff
standing.
Shreves.
He landed really heavily on his shoulder there. You can see the discomfort he's in, but he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Lewandowski. That's a useful cross. I don't think in the grand scheme of
Love it.
things he's
I
going to
love
be
the
terribly
offensive
proud of that
onslaught so
headed
far
attempt.
Well, heading practice in training next
from
week, that was
Romeo,
pretty
as you
average,
could
to be
definitely tell,
fair.
that was the game plan going into this. Probably as you
Real
see PSG
danger.
pop up, you know that they definitely are a team with a lot of superstar power, having not only Messi and Neymar, but the cover athlete for FIFA
Given
21,
away
Mbappe,
by Bayern
on the
Munich.
team.
It's
I
been
think
slipped through
Romeo's
by Marco
strategy,
Verratti.
as the through ball
Can
is
he get
allowed
one
to get a
back?
free run.
He can.
Wow.
He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them.
Look at this shot on the
Well,
just a
2-1
fantastic
it is
shot.
here.
As we just mentioned Mbappe's name, he's able to get a breakaway. The goalie makes a great play to come out and force an early shot.
Thomas
And
Müller
he's just
in
able
control
to
of the
absolutely
situation.
curl it around and bring it inside
And
that
that is
outside
that
post.
for the first half here in the French capital.
Right before the half break, so we are going to be
There
heading
aren't
into
many
the second
better-
half with a 2-1 advantage for Bayern Munich here, and Romeo of the Grays Harbor Chokers. We'll see if he's able to continue to stave off that offensive onslaught and threat that can come from this Paris Saint-Germain club. But just a fantastic start for them here in the first half, being able to grab 2 quick goals and just continue to keep the ball on their side of their half of the pitch here and see if they can continue to create pressure, grab a couple more goals, whatever can come their way. But as of right now, it looks like the advantage is still with Grace Harbor College going into, like we said, halftime with the 2-1 lead. For those of you that haven't watched our matches before, as you can see up there in the top right corner, this is game 1. It is a best of 3 matches.
So back in business, underway again.
Go up 1-0,
Bayern with the
looking
advantage,
to try to
but
head on
certainly
to
no
game
room for
2 to
complacency.
close out the match, and whoever is
Leon Goretzka.
not able to pull out the victory here will have to head into
An
game
awful
2
lot
to
of
try and
green
even it up.
space to run
Able
into.
to get out in
Chances
front of the
on.
defense. He's going to get the little
Can
chip
he finish?
crossover. He scored on this earlier, and he does it again.
Tearing
Just a
apart this
fantastic
defense
play,
time
able
and
to
again.
get
They
up the
simply
side of the
can't
field in
handle
front of the defense with nobody.
No
It seemed
shortage
like
of goals
nobody
in
on
this
his
match.
team was even going to be
3-1.
close. Was able to pull the ball down. The defense didn't create a lot of pressure there for him, and he's able to just chip it right over the top. One of the
Cross from
smallest
Sané.
crosses you'll see. He's able to control the ball, juggle it, and just deliver a strike into the
Lorenzi.
back of the net. Just a great play there again from Romeo, able to grab in the 3-1 victory.
Verratti.
There must be something off of that start that he
won't
really
be through
enjoys.
here.
And yes,
And
you can
they've
see the
only
flags
got
up on the other
applied
side as
that
the
finishing touch.
line judge or
Well,
the
offside
AR is going to call
flag
an
has been
offsides
raised.
there.
No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit
I don't
too
know if
early.
anybody else recognized that. I don't know if it was on
Müller.
purpose or not, but it almost seemed like Romeo was able to control that defender
Sané.
towards the end and pull him back to create that
Yes,
offsides.
and he's broken free. Well, not cleared away
Oh,
completely.
he's able to control the... Oh,
That is a very fine challenge in difficult
he could have
circumstances.
kept that a little bit closer to his body right there. That was going to be a fantastic lane to
Goretzka.
create a shot there again. He's going to get an
Hernandez.
outside ball. Probably looking for that
Cross
cross
could be
once again.
useful. What a
The header is
vital
able to connect,
intervention.
not hard enough.
Oh, is he going to be punished here? Müller.
Oh, the through ball.
And it
Great look
goes.
and another
The lead
early
just
goal
gets
in the
bigger.
second half.
Surely they can't let this slip now.
The beginning of the half are just
Well, the action
Romeo
continues. It's been all Bayern so
bread and
far.
butter
And you
right
sense there
now.
could be
We
extra
love to see
punishment
it.
dished out.
He has definitely found what he thinks is going to be his key to victory here today,
Müller.
being able to bring the ball up the side, and
So a
as you
corner
can
kick
tell by
it'll
the
be
amount of
following the
crosses
deflection.
we've seen, that is definitely the game plan right now.
And played in by Kimmich.
Oh my goodness,
An
the connection on a
exceptional
corner kick,
performance
the
this. Ball to the
fantastic
good
header.
now.
Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that guy's name.
of goals.
A fantastic
What it is.
Lewandowski. I'm going to try it right there. That is just a great connection. The best defense. I was coming into this thinking, got a 2-1 lead.
30 minutes
All you got to do
left
is
for play
hold,
in this
but
match.
Romeo said, you know what the best defense is 3 more goals on top of that. So that is just a fantastic
Thomas Müller.
header and connection right there, being able to grab a lot of
Place to
momentum
cut
now.
out the pass.
Looks
Well,
like
the
we're going to
perfect
say that
tackle,
there was
really.
ball
And
contact
now
there,
a
so the
throw-in.
tackle was successful, but the ball goes out of bounds.
Well,
Oh
you've
my
got to
goodness.
savor such moments.
The work on the
And
sticks right now
Lewandowski
is
in the
just
thick of things.
fantastic.
Just the clearance that was called for. And they do like to press whenever they can. Draxler. And back with Draxler. The interception, a good one by
Great
Boateng.
interception there.
This might be the
PSG
perfect
looked like it had a little
counter-attacking
bit of steam going
opportunity.
towards the goal. And once again, you see a fantastic defensive
Can he
stop
finish?
actually creates a great
And still
offensive
a
look.
chance.
The rebound, the
And it
recoil,
goes on the
able
second
to
time of
connect
asking,
once again and
but
find the back of the
goalkeeper
net.
won't be proud of that
Romeo
moment.
is able to just bust it
Well,
open
it has
here in
been
the second half.
one-sided, but they
This is
deserve the
a
plaudits
great
for the fact
showing
that they
here
kept
for the
going
Grace Harbor
and
Choker.
going.
There's definitely still a lot of game left
He
here.
just let his
We're only
opponent
in
fly
about the
by.
69th
And
minute.
sent in by Sané. Another shot from that position left a bit to be desired.
You've just got to hit the target. Let the power down a little bit and go for accuracy.
Di
I
Maria.
don't know if I saw that correctly, but it almost looked
Mbappe
like up
with
there in
it.
the top hand that there was a substitution
20
and
minutes to
Mbappe is
go.
actually subbed out of
A
the
free
game,
kick
which is a
decision
very
going the way of
interesting
Bayern.
decision there. You have a penalty called here.
He
Foul
plays it
called
short.
on the PSG
Couldn't
club,
hang on to
creating
it.
a free kick. Not able to create anything out of it. We'll see if PSG is able to turn it around and bring it into an offense. Once again, a successful tackle.
Difficult
The
to
defense
stop
have
him.
just been outstanding
And ready
today
for it is Leroy
for Munich,
Sané.
which has created
Well,
so
not
many of
cleared
these
away
offensive
completely.
opportunities.
Well,
Oh
the
my
post
goodness,
getting in
can't
the
get
way
any
there.
closer
And
than
beyond the
that,
last defender, offside.
which is extremely unfortunate for this
A
Munich
really
squad
committed
because
challenge,
he bangs it
and
off
it's
the
gone out for a
pole,
throw-in.
the upright pole, which creates the offsides, because once it connects that, you must
Verratti.
be back in behind the furthest
fine
defender,
reading of the
so it creates that
situation.
offsides, which is just dumb luck right there. But wow, what a shot, what a strike. Looking for the
This
through
might
ball.
have potential.
Pulls it back. Oh, he's going to try and look for the
Good
inside.
defending.
A great tackle. Oh, back-to-back. Good clean tackles right
Neymar.
there.
Read it magnificently and intercepted. The outcome is a goal kick here.
Errant,
It's a
errant
substitution
drive
for
is
Bayern.
not connected to anywhere. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Grays Harbor.
Alaba.
They're going to continue
Thomas Müller.
to hold this ball, see if maybe they can grab it. Another connection here late game.
Goretzka. Oh, a powerful effort.
Takes
Close.
a shot for it, but not able to connect. But that is totally okay. The goal is definitely here in the next, I would say, well, in real game time, it would be 10 minutes, but probably a minute
Neymar.
in our live time here. But you've got about those 10 minutes of regulation
Mbappe.
plus a little bit of here of stoppage time,
Verratti.
being able to try and keep PSG from scoring 5 goals,
Regain
which is going to
possession.
be a tough task
And
and a tall
breaking at
task,
pace with menace.
especially with that steal right there. Oh,
Can they keep
and
it
the
going?
possibility of a 2-on-1 here. Defenders are trailing a little
Can
bit
he
behind.
make
We'll
it
see what the
count?
decision is
And
here.
they bought themselves
Oh,
a-
and he's able to
found
dribble
the
through the
back of
defense and
net.
create
Leroy
another
Sané.
score. Just fantastic ball work there to be able to bob and weave through
Well,
the
if there
defenders,
were
not
any
even having to
lingering
use a
doubts
pass,
about
which they
the
were
outcome,
expecting.
surely they
Finds the
now
back of the
have
net
been
once
removed.
again, and he's able to drive the score up to 7-1.
And a chance for Bayern to use
With
width
another
to good effect.
another option here, be able to break away, but
Excellent
the
challenge.
defender is able to poke the ball away there. It's great to see this PSG club continue to fight. No matter what odds are stacked
Verratti.
against them, I love to be able to see the
Might be
resilience
able to
in it.
set up the
And they're able to
chance.
find a little bit of a breakaway and a little opening here. Turns it back to the
Will he
middle.
find the
Some
net?
great footwork on
Well,
the
they
other
can say
side
a
and
big
a
thank you to the
fantastic save.
goalkeeper.
Just not a
That
big enough
was
lane to be able to shoot
inspirational.
there. The
Well,
angle
that's
was
as good as a
close,
goal at the other end.
but it
Brilliant
will
save from
result
the
in a
keeper.
corner kick.
Now, how about the short corner? Good looking cross. Well, he wasn't
Cross
messing
in,
around
it's
with the
headed
clearance.
back out to the corner, which is then controlled by,
Müller.
yes, it looks like Bayern is able to control that ball, sends it up the field.
Lewandowski. Well, there might well be
Let's
scope
see
for them
what
to
they can do with it.
counter-attack
We
here.
are in stoppage time here.
And he's broken free. But it
Sends it
can't
to the
get
middle,
through.
takes one last shot, and
And
that
that is
should
that
be
full time
game,
here,
and it
and the
sure
victory
is. The
goes
final
to
three whistles are
Bayern
blown,
Munich.
and we talked about Romeo wanting to come out and grab a little bit of momentum for the rest of the season here. I would say that there is definitely momentum grabbed for this match as he's able to pull off the 7-1 win. What a fantastic showing. You were able to see, hey, at the very least, you were able to see 7 goals that you can cheer for as a Grays Harbor College fan. So that was great to see from Romeo. Definitely captured a little bit of momentum. It is a best of 3, so game 2 will be coming up to you here shortly. Just a great showing, an impressive offensive onslaught. We'll see what that strategy continues to be, if the strategy changes at all, or if Romeo says, you know what, you don't got to fix what's not broken, and continues to stay with Byron and continues to look for a lot of those crosses and the offensive pressure going on. But we're looking at game 2 coming up here shortly. Romeo is trying to finish off the match and grab the 2-0 victory, whereas Arizona Western is fighting to survive here. If they're able to even this up and grab the next game victory, we would then move on to a game 3, win or go home. Just a great time right now, though, as we talked about, and he was completely right when he walked into the center today. Had a different feeling for today and was ready to roll. Definitely right out of the gate, you were able to see 2 quick goals right out of the gate for game 1, and which then was reciprocated again at halftime with 2 quick goals going right into the second half. So we will see if he's able to repeat that performance here in game 2 as we are loading up into the preloading screen right now, and we have action coming your way.
For tonight's action. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position.
This is exciting to see because it looks like both players have decided to stick with the teams that they started with.
Bayern Munich.
So it'll be interesting to see, like we talked about, is Romeo going to stay with the same strategy against the same team that seemed to work for him for game 1? Or is he expecting, or will we see a change
and he's through here. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes
an opportunity immediately again for Romeo. But we'll see if PSG is able to make some corrections in between games and maybe try and combat the offensive onslaught that was able to be brought to them by Grace Harbor last game. But as we see right out of the gate, there's already pressure being made on PSG's side of the field. So Romeo's got to be feeling good about his chances.
Presnel Kimpembe at the back. Idrissa Gueye plays alongside Marco Verratti in the engine room. And the main threat in attack today should be Kylian Mbappe. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly.
Ball goes to the outside once again, trying to use a little bit of speed.
Continues his run.
A great move to create some space for himself.
And so the starting 11 for
the defense was able to just kind of sit back and wait for that spin to come into him. So it was back-to-back great plays there.
Boateng in central defense, and leading the attack today is the lethal Robert Lewandowski.
Lots of space on the outside right here of the pitch. Looks to cross the ball. Is he able to connect? Not quite able to connect. Jeez, you just about saw Superman fly over the defender right there. Oh,
Marquinhos. Mbappe.
I definitely in no means
Mbappe
consider myself.
Might be a chance here.
Mbappe. Oh, not able. Wow. He just not able to curl it enough. Hits it off the bar. And as I was just about to say,
I thought it was in, to be honest with you, but not to be. Maybe next time.
But as you see that clear ball right there, where basically Munich's defense just turns around and kicks it as far as they can away from their goal.
Müller might fancy this one.
You see a lot of that.
The keeper
the header just goes right to the goal.
Yeah, it was a good ball in, wasn't it? But the keeper did everything right.
Happening on the PSG side. There's a lot of short passes, a lot of dribbling happening close to their goal and close to their box. And you've seen
it look simple, really.
Passes be intercepted, balls be taken away, really close and on their side of the field. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a little bit part of the advantage that Romeo has right there, as you saw that. And just turn and clear that ball out of there. PSG does have a lane once again, not able to connect. The goalie is just getting hands on everything here.
Well, able to survive that attacking push.
Once again, you see the clear ball go up.
Given it away again.
It gives your defense just a little bit of a breather and gets it away from those very clear angles that you have up the goal. And in this situation, you actually see some lanes being opened by that clear ball. Able to break away from the defense, has a clear shot. Oh, drives it straight at the goalie.
Well,
not quite able to connect there.
The goalkeeper, absolutely fantastic.
But you've definitely got to feel good about the amount of shots on goal and the amount of looks so far that Munich is able to grab.
What does Di Maria have in store for the defenders? Possession lost by Di Maria.
Eventually, those are going to fall for Romeo here. He's got to run, trying to get a through ball, get a little bit of speed going. Oh, and you're going to see a foul on PSG there. It could be interesting because it looked like this was a goal-scoring opportunity. So is the red card going to come out? It sure is. The red card is awarded to the PSG squad, which is going to actually get them a player down. They're going to get a free kick from right here. We'll see if Romeo is able to try and strike this in from this distance. Looks like it was 27 yards out. It goes up and over. Or right to him. Too much topspin almost.
And you don't want to lose
but the interception once again, like I talked about, a lot of short passes happening right there in the box, which allowed for another shot on goal.
Oh, it's cheeky.
The chip shot up and over. Oh man, it looked like it was good, but just on the top of the net.
It's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky. Well, surely a goal soon. The stats don't lie. They've upped the tempo and created chances. The goal has to be round the corner.
You can see up on the top left hand on that scoreboard there for the match that you've got that red square up above the PSG.
Well, that's a
That
really
is
good
indicating
authoritative
that,
tackle.
yes,
Throw in here.
PSG is playing a player down because of that red card. And so we will see if
Paredes.
Byron is able to capitalize on that.
Florenzi.
Maybe find somebody who doesn't have a defender marked up on them.
Quite
Ooh,
simply,
a great
not clinical
cross.
enough with the header
Neymar was
lead.
able to get in
Well,
front of his
headers are always
defender there and
difficult.
have
It's all
good
about
contact with
timing,
the
and
header,
he got
but
the
just pulled a
timing
little bit
completely
left.
wrong there.
Oh, the through ball. Oh, just a
And
little
across the
long. It
touchline,
definitely,
so a throw in
as
here.
the name entails, it did get through the defense
Well, that's
there.
a moment he would like to airbrush from history. He's thrown
Ooh.
it straight to the opposition. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack.
A little extra contact there, but no
End
foul
product
called.
or
A
not.
clean
All in all,
tackle
a
right there.
broken
All ball,
counter-attack.
fantastic play. Here's another defensive stop that is going to
Thomas
hopefully
Müller.
create an offensive opportunity here. Sends it to the outside
Can they
once
create
again.
something from here?
Got some good room. Pulls it back to the inside.
Müller.
Looking
A
for
really
a hole. Can't
single-minded
quite find
piece
it.
of
The defense
defending
is
to
able
make sure nothing untoward happened.
create a wall there in front of that Munich offense.
NJCAAE. Mbappe with it. Mbappe. It's still there for him. So a deflection, and they can get ready for the corner
Stop
kick
right
routine.
there, able to stay right
Set
there with,
pieces,
I
they're
believe that was
so
Neymar
important.
dribbling.
Listen to that noise, Derek.
Actually,
Listen,
I
it's
could be wrong. It might have been
awesome.
Messi, but another ball is taken away by
This might be
Munich.
the perfect
The clear
counter-attacking
ball
opportunity.
creates another opportunity,
Let's see
chips
if
it
something
up and
comes of
over the
this.
defender, has a
Real
free
chance.
getaway, a clear lane,
Can they put it
the
away?
rebound off of the goalie. Just another great
And a
stop
time
by
for
the goalie here
composure on
for
the ball.
PSG.
Di Maria.
Well, PS.
He's in with a chance. And it's
PSG
there
gets
for
their
him.
breakaway, the shot, and he's
There
able to
it is.
curb it
Time
enough
to
this
10
time,
men,
gets
but
it
don't
into the
bite
side
them
of
off
the
just
net
yet. The opening goal.
right before
1-0.
halftime in the 44th minute.
And back in business. Advantage PSG.
A little fancy with the ball there, actually dribbles it out of bounds
Well, the
himself.
stoppage time situation.
Oh, there's definitely
1
an up
minute
and
here.
over. There's a hole open.
That's a fairly
the goalie
easy
makes a
save for any
fantastic,
keeper to make.
aggressive play to be able to come up and grab that ball.
And that is that for the first half here in the French
And so
capital.
we will be heading into halftime here with a 1-0 advantage to
He's been the
Arizona
standout for his
Western.
side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Definitely a great. You
Well, he's
see right
managed to
there
be
on the screen,
delighted with
Mbappe
him.
has
He's
2
been
attempts.
spot
The
on in this
first
game,
one was the
hasn't he?
one that he
Energy,
flanked off that sidebar, wasn't able to curl
desire,
it just
and a
enough,
steely
but was able to
determination.
connect on his second opportunity. Just a great first half there from both Grays Harbor and Arizona Western. You can definitely see that the shots on target and the possession time are a little different for each other. Bayern Munich definitely has more shots and shots on target, with 9 shots and 6 of them being on target, with only 40% of the possession. So that is a exciting thing to see there for Grays Harbor. They're definitely getting their shots up, and like we said, they're going to fall. So continue to make those shots. Definitely no sweat here coming from it. It's going to be a great second half.
Didn't go right. NJCAAE, and he read it well. An incisive pass. It could be the big moment.
Oh, you bet. Once again,
And a
see,
goal
Romeo
to
is
level
a huge
it up
fan of the beginning of the
for
half.
Bayern.
Was able to intercept
The
a
earlier
pass,
goal
which created
cancelled out.
a
What
lane
a
for his
piece.
striker to just go right up the middle of the field and drive the ball into the back of the net. Fantastic shot right there.
Kimpembe. Verratti now. And they are on the move again.
Seems like this Munich squad has got a
Terrific
lot of
block.
speed to them. You even see the PSG
They favoured a short one
forward
here.
able to streak up the sideline, had a
They've won
step or
possession
2
again.
on that Munich defender, but it was squandered real quick with the speed able to
Sané.
be
Can
gained.
they do something positive on the
We're going to
counter-attack?
cross field here. Oh, a fantastic cross, being able
And
to
Paris Saint-Germain
completely
with the ball again.
shift the offense. Not able to get past the defender, though, as a great stop.
Might
Once
really
again,
be able to
turns into
trouble
a
them here.
possible offensive opportunity here for PSG.
Well, nothing
And
productive, really.
possibly, ball was held on to just a little bit long there from the forward, but goalie able to slide in and make a save. The ball gets thrown up the sideline. dribbled back and forth a
Went
little
in
bit.
strongly to win the ball.
And finally, it looks like Munich is able to come out with the possession. They're going to get
And
the ball up
showing
ahead of the
fine
defense.
vision.
He's streaking up the sideline, but he does
Is it
have
going to be?
defenders on his back.
Well, he stumped it
He
out of there
goes for the
without much
cross,
fuss.
and the header is not able to connect as a foot comes flying out of nowhere there.
Verratti. Florenzi.
And there's once
Good
again the
idea,
display
that
of the
particular
Munich
move,
speed.
but not to be.
I thought for sure he was going to get a step or two there
Threaded through
once
by
again, but
Müller.
not able to. They're even right
Can he
here.
keep
He's
his
able
composure?
to pull the ball back, find a lane. He takes the
And
shot up and
attempt
over the
just
goal,
wide.
and yes, he
So
does.
unfortunate.
No! Oh, he tricked me. Hit into the side of the net on the outside of the goal, not quite able to connect.
And there to
Just not
intervene.
enough curve on it, but once again, like we talked about,
Müller.
there are a lot of shots being made on this PSG goal,
Lewandowski.
and they are only bound to
And it's
continue to
two
connect.
for him
As I
today.
say it,
A
the top
masterful
right
performance.
shelf, he
The
says, "Can you
defenders
reach that for me,
unable to
ma'am?"
stop
Yes,
it.
I can. You
Well, I can
bet.
tell you,
The
Derek, when I
connection
got into this
back to the
position,
net.
it was panic stations. Hit it as hard as you can. But that's a lovely, lovely controlled finish. In step.
Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action, potentially. The referee has deemed that to be a bookable offence.
Absolutely. Agree with that one. Well, total domination from PSG as far as possession is concerned. However, after that, the coach will be disappointed with what they produced. They need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Throw in here for PSG.
So after that goal, Romeo's able to grab the 2-1 advantage here. And once again, just wants to showcase the speed probably here for the rest of the match. Not only on the offensive side, being able to create some angles, create
Sané,
some
but
openings, and create some
intercepted.
runs, but
Textbook
to
closing down, and now they're on the attack.
dribbling
He made
through.
it look
See
simple,
it, and once
really.
again,
Now,
a couple great moves
counter-attacking
there from
possibilities
PSG, able
here.
to dribble through some defenders, but then the speed just comes out of nowhere, and they're able to swarm around the ball. Here we go. We were actually
Coman.
2 steps behind the defender right there,
Lewandowski is
able
in
to get to
position
it
at the
first.
far post. Just couldn't
Create another
capitalise there.
opportunity. The header does not connect, but just the speed
We're
of
now
Munich is
inside the
on
final
show
20
right
minutes of the
now.
game. And the attack continues with Müller dragging it
Yep.
forward. Oh, just
Ball was
mistimed his
passed
run,
and connected
and
with
the
the foot.
flag going up.
Last offensive player was beyond the last defensive player, so therefore there is an offside
Gueye.
call, and possession is
Paredes.
turned over to PSG. Oh, a great deflection. Let's see if he
Lewandowski.
can be able to
in
break
with a
through the
real
middle. He
chance.
is. The speed on display
And
again,
that's the
and
hat-trick.
connects to the
Tearing
back of the
apart
net.
this defence
Splits the
time
Red
and
Sea
again.
right there.
They simply
Parks it.
can't
Is
handle
able
it.
to connect on the kick. The goalie, there's
Well,
just
it's
not
a
a
tale
whole
of
lot you
4
can do
goals
when
in
you've
this
got
match now.
an offensive player
3-1
in
it
front of all
is.
your defenders coming straight at you, and you got that huge goal behind you. It's basically a guessing game, trying to read some hips, maybe try and see if he's going to
Gueye.
tip which way he's going, but able to connect to the
This
right
is
side
Neymar.
again with just a stinger to the back of the net.
And now Gay. Defended well. Neymar wishes he had that passing opportunity back. Well, it was
Gets the ball through. Is he able to?
miscontrolled.
No. Defender was just able to slow him down just enough right there when he was battling for the ball. Stops the
Moise
scoring
Kean.
opportunity once again.
Here's Marquinhos. Gueye. A fine reading of the situation.
Pass.
This looks threatening.
Every one of those
Lewandowski's managed to get in
intercepted
behind.
passes have... Oh
Goal!
my
If there
goodness!
were any remaining doubts, that
Just
will
an
settle the issue.
absolutely dirty pass. He probably had the
Well,
shot
back with
open
the
for
action
himself, but
by
decided
dominant.
to give
This
it
is
up for a
starting to get
clear
out of
shot
hand,
for
you
his
just
teammate.
feel.
And not only was it a pass backwards, off the heel of his foot, able
Only
to just
10
kind of
minutes
kick it back.
remaining here.
The no-look pass and just striking
It's
to the
been a
back of the net
thoroughly
once again.
cogent
There's
and
probably no
convincing
better feeling
performance
for Romeo
in
than
this
seeing
match,
the
Lee.
back of
Well,
the
some teams
PSG
have
net
problems
continuing to
creating
get
and
pushed
scoring
back
goals.
towards
We
the
know that.
fans.
Bayern Munich don't
Able
normally,
to
they
grab
haven't
a
done tonight.
3-goal
It's the hardest
advantage
thing to
here
do on a football
and is
pitch.
just going
They
to
make it
continue
look
to
easy. Lovely to
display
watch.
the
The players
offensive
have all got a smile on
onslaught.
their
You
face. What more
have
can
to
we ask
love to
for?
see that as a Grace Harbor fan.
Smuggled away. Florenzi.
As we're here in the
Draxler now.
84th minute, looking for
Did well
about
to
6
win the
minutes
ball
left of
back.
regulation. And in our real time, like we said before, that's probably around a minute.
This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Can they keep it going? Well, an example of a
I would love to see a
counter-attack
stat on it
that
as you
went
hear the
nowhere.
announcer there talk about the counter-attack possibility as you see it turned right around,
Moise Kean.
stopping the attack on the offense and then turning it around to try and get one of your own.
This is Müller. Now he's got to stay calm.
He's definitely on sides when he
Well,
catches that. He's
hey!
going to streak down the field with absolutely no opposition.
Oh, what's an opportunity?
Was expecting the
It's
goalie
been
to make an
squandered.
aggressive play and
Well,
come
you
out and
dream
try
of
and chip it over
1v1s
the
as
top, but the
players.
goalie
He's had
stays
one
back
and
and is
he's
able to just
squandered
catch
it
that
big
easily.
time.
It was a great thought though, as if the goalie would have
Sané.
taken one, maybe two steps forward, that would have gone up and
Sané.
over and just
And
been
he's
a
broken
fantastic
free.
shot. He's going to look to cross
A
it.
strong
Oh,
glove. And the
through the
referee
box, not
says
able to
penalty.
connect. But it looks like possibly a tackle
It
from
just
behind.
gets
It
ever more
sure is
challenging
a
for
tackle
them.
from behind,
They've lost a
which
player.
results in the
They've
red
got a
card
penalty
and
kick
the
to face
penalty
and are
kick.
trailing.
Well, could it get any worse? Probably not. All of those things you said. Good night, Vienna.
Oh, a
Timely
great save.
penalty save.
Very rare do you see the
And
penalty
he's
kick
fired over the
save.
corner.
Great read there by the goalie. Able
And
to
that brings the action to an end.
punch it
Another
out and get a
buoyant
corner
performance
kick,
from
but
them
it
in the
is not
title
enough
race,
from the
and they
PSG
increase
squad,
their already
as
healthy
Romeo
advantage.
is able to grab his first victory of the season. And not only is he able to grab that first victory of the season, but he grabs it in a fantastic fashion, grabbing the first game 7-1 and the second one 4-1. Just a great, I definitely am a fan of the play that came from the Bayern Munich squad with Romeo on the sticks there. A lot of great things, 11 goals on the day, only giving up 2. That's a great ratio to have there. But you saw a lot of the speed on display and a lot of really good stick work there from Romeo. Some great dribbling, some great moves to be able to clear some lanes and find some great angles. But definitely GG's to Arizona Western. It was a well-fought battle. Being able to grab the first victory of the year for Romeo, I'm sure is relieving for him and a great momentum grabber. So we are excited for that. He grabs 1 and 2 on the season. Obviously, a lot of games are going on. I believe that there is 10 teams in Romeo's pool, which means that there is probably 4 other matches going on as we speak, or somewhat close to done. So we will see what those standings and those leaderboards update to after that. We are in week 3 here, so week 4 is when we can really start looking at those leaderboards and have kind of a general idea of what the league is going to look like after they have 3 games under their belt. But just a fantastic showing there from Romeo. Definitely represented well for the Grace Harbor squad. Able to grab the 2-0 sweep. Like we said, 8 goals on the day is definitely a great thing, averaging 4 a game. Well, actually, I think I did my math wrong there for a second. 11 goals on the day. So averaging about 5.5 per game. That is a fantastic thing. If you are a soccer fan, you know that. If you're not a soccer fan and you're thinking of just sports in general, you're like, 5 isn't a whole ton. For soccer, 5 is a lot of goals. You see very many games that end in a 1-0, sometimes 0-0 going into the penalty kicks and everything. So just a fantastic showing from Romeo. We're excited about that. We've got a lot of great clips that we got from him because we had a lot of great goals and a lot of great defensive plays. So we are excited for what's to come. Hopefully Romeo is able to capture this momentum, stick it into a little glass jar, and drink from it next week. Speaking of next week, he will be back in action again at 4 p.m. on Monday, which then will be followed up by Rocket League at 5 p.m. as their bye week is this week, so they will be back in action next week. If you are a Grays Harbor fan in general and you just want to join us for some esports fun, we will be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for Rainbow Six. A lot of fun coming your way. Action on Wednesday, Super Smash Bros. And Warzone, and then Valorant on Thursday, followed and wrapping up the week with some Overwatch on Friday. If you're just here to say what's up to Romeo and watch him as his clearest and #1 fan, he will be back in action here on 4 p.m. Or at 4 p.m. on our Twitch stream on Monday. If you're looking for the recording of it, you probably already found it if you're listening to me, but thank you for watching on our YouTube channel and being able to see all these recordings. But just overall, once again, thank you for being here with us, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for joining us.